Wait, why are people performing CPR to a K-pop song? The narration pauses. A new clip appears. Stadiums filled with light sticks, oceans of purple stars waving in sync. The same rhythm, the same beat. Because one song has a rhythm measured in heartbeats. And one voice has reached the world in a way no one expected. This is the story of Jin, and the song Don't Say You Love Me. When Jin released his solo mini-album Echo on May 16, 2025, people already knew he was talented. They knew the voice, the high notes like silver, the low notes warm like autumn, the emotion that feels like you're being spoken to, alone, directly, quietly. But what no one expected was that Don't Say You Love Me would become the song of the year. Not just in Korea, not just in Asia, but worldwide. The song climbed Spotify faster than any K-pop track in 2025. By October, it passed 600 million streams. The first K-pop song to hit that mark that year. And it kept rising. 628 million streams and counting. 50 million streams in Japan alone in just 146 days. Top 10 on the global Spotify chart for over 100 days, something no Asian artist had ever done before. And on May 25th, it hit #1 on Spotify Global. Not K-pop chart, not Asia chart. Global, the whole world. But here's where the story becomes something you could never script. The American Heart Association posted publicly, BTS's Jin is helping save lives. Because the beat of Don't Say You Love Me is 112 BPM, the exact rhythm used in hands-only CPR. No artificial breathing, just compressions, just rhythm, just life being held in motion. This song isn't only streaming in playlists, it's being used in emergency training rooms, hospitals, schools, clinics. People are literally learning to save a person's heartbeat from the sound of Jin's voice. Music that once healed emotional wounds is now helping protect real physical lives. And while his song soared, Jin himself was on the road, writing a new chapter of Korean music history. His first solo world tour, the Run Sok Jin Tour, traveled through Seoul, Chiba, and Osaka, Japan, Anaheim, Dallas, Tampa, USA, London, UK, Amsterdam, Netherlands. 18 concerts, 9 cities. Every seat filled, every ticket sold. Demand so high, people begged, cried, refreshed pages, waited for hours. And Jin listened. Even when venue schedules were nearly impossible, even when planning required miracles, he said yes to the fans and held an encore, Rasho KEP.Tour Encore at Incheon Munhak Stadium. Ticket sales opened just 11 days before the show because the venue only became available at the last moment. But he took it. He made it happen because he remembered every message that said, I couldn't get a ticket. I still want to see you. I still want to hear your voice live. That's who Jin is. Not just a performer, not just a vocalist, but someone who never leaves his fans unanswered. Critics didn't just praise the tour, they stood in awe. Rolling Stone UK gave a perfect 5 stars, calling Jin a one-of-a-kind, unmatched entertainer. Forbes highlighted his vocal power, his stability in complex high notes, his emotional storytelling. He is far beyond just a handsome face. Billboard wrote, the concert felt like the singer was confessing directly to every individual in the audience. And fans knew. Every note he sang, every lyric he wrote, every stage moment he created came from a place of honesty. Because Jin wrote much of Echo himself, 4 of the 7 tracks, melodies that come from his memories, words that come from his heart. His voice in Don't Say You Love Me doesn't just sing pain. It remembers it. It beautifully holds it. It lets you feel what it is to love someone deeply and still have to let them go. That's why the song traveled so far. That's why it didn't fade. That's why it lives in people now. So here we are, a song that broke global records, a voice that filled arenas across continents, an artist who held fans close even when distance was immense, and music that now, unbelievably, teaches us how to keep a heart beating. Jin didn't just touch hearts, he learned how to protect them, and now the world is learning that rhythm too. Fade out with slow echo of the chorus, the heartbeat returns. 112 BPM, steady, alive. This is Jin, worldwide handsome, worldwide artist, worldwide lifeline.